Happy New Year! Leslie Fiala Urbis here. If you don't know who I am, I'm a registered dietitian, personal trainer, and a coach. Always looking for other people to coach with me if they would like to. But enough about that. I really just kind of want to dive in this year. So for those of you that don't know, like I said, I'm all of those things, and I own my own business. It is called Fit and Fabulous Family Nutrition. And the heart of this business is to teach people how to eat for life, for every adventure that you come across. So what I mean by that is that, we do a lot of diets, right? Like, I'm going to follow the keto diet, but then we go to a Mexican restaurant and we shoot that out of the water when we're offered free chips and salsas. Or I decide I'm going to do the paleo diet, and then all of a sudden I can't eat my mom's favorite bean dish. Or I decide to go vegan because I think vegan is the way that I want to be, but I crave meat too much and I go backwards. And I don't really learn how to live. I just learn how to adapt to a different lifestyle. And a lot of times, from a dietitian standpoint, we wind up failing. We wind up in this conundrum of, how do I continue to go forward when I can't make this lifestyle fit into whatever it may be? And that's where I come in with my business. I want to help you personally learn how to eat for your life. Your life is different than my life, is different than Joe's life, is different than Steph's life, is different than anybody else's life that is around there. And that is where this is 100% guaranteed to help you. It's for you individually. And not just you, but the reason why I call it Fit and Fabulous Family Nutrition is because it is for your family. I get driven nuts thinking that people are out there making 3 separate meals a day because he likes this, she likes this, and our kids eat something totally different. I have a daughter and a husband, and I make 1 meal a day. And if I don't cook, my husband does cook occasionally. Like yesterday, he made steak. We make 1 meal, and that's it. Like, it literally is it. Now, I know my daughter is only 17 months and she can't fully chew the steak, but she does nibble on it, and we do give her some other types of meat. But we made 1 meal. We didn't make 7 meals. We made 1 meal. And that's very important for me in the process of how this works. So in what I call my 8 to 12 week program, depending on how long it takes us to dive into everything, we go through your goals, your hopes, your dreams, what you want from this program. And we take that week by week by week, and we go through each food group and discuss for you what you're looking for. So many people take a label when they're looking at grains and they're like, oh, this is gluten. I shouldn't eat gluten. I heard gluten is bad. Well, if you don't have celiac, gluten may not be bad. So that may be the best option for you, but then you may be opting for something else like quinoa or rice when you don't know anything about it, and maybe you got white rice instead of the whole wheat pasta that you were going to get, but you don't really know because there's so much miscommunication out there. And that's where I teach you how to read a label based on what your needs are, not what Sally's needs are, what your needs are. And we dive into that, and that's a big part of the program. That's about 5 weeks of the program. And then we do things like dining out. We spend a week going over dining out. Where do you dine out? Where does your family like to go? You want to go to McDonald's? That's fine. We're going to talk about healthy McDonald's, okay? You want to go to Joe's Crab Shack every week? We'll talk about Joe's Crab Shack. I'm going to teach you how to read the menus of the places that you go, even if it's a mom and pop store that has no nutrition facts to it. I'm going to help you understand how to read that label, how to go into that menu and understand what it is you're ordering to be able to choose what's best. And yes, you're still going to be able to eat unhealthy every once in a while. I'm not saying that you have to eat healthy every single day. I'm saying we're going to learn that 90% rule, how to make 90% of your day good, healthy, pat yourself on the back. I'm going to set myself and my family in the right motion, but we're still going to have fun and be able to stop at the ice cream place on the way home occasionally, okay? After we talk about dining out, we talk about vacationing and about going home for holidays or any of that kind of stuff, how to adjust to parties. And then last but not least, how to put it all together. If you're a meal prepper, we can add that in. That's why I say it's about 8 to 12 weeks, depending. We can discuss meal prepping, how to do that, how to set it straight. Let's say that your meal prepping is really only for breakfast and lunch for you and your husband because your kids eat at school. We talk about how to adapt to that. We can throw in a week of physical activity, and then we can throw in goal setting as well. So it's an 8 to 12 week program, depending on what you're looking for and what your needs are. And basically, you get me. And we spend about an hour in the beginning of the week talking to each other face to face like this, where I'm gonna, sit down with you. We're gonna discuss everything that you need. We do that in an hour, and then 3 days go by and we spend another 30 minutes in a phone conversation, okay? I say 2 to 3, maybe 4, depending on your schedule. And we just have a phone conversation over the phone. You're gonna give me some questions, things that you've been running through, issues, things like that. So it's not where, if you see a regular dietitian, you're gonna see them 1 month and maybe not again for another 2 months. And you don't know how to adapt and how to grow forward. And that's where this is. You're gonna get a massive amount of information. So that way by the end of 8 to 12 weeks, you are gonna be able to take that knowledge and be a nutrition guru for your life. So that way when you hear on the news that, oh my God, guess what? Sodium isn't bad for you, so you can eat all the salt in the world. You're gonna be like, listen, I don't even need to listen to whatever they're gonna say because Leslie and I talked about it and this is the way that it is. And then after you complete that 8 to 12 week program, we can continue to do follow-ups monthly if you want to keep me there for that purpose, etc. In addition, in normal business working hours, you will be able to contact me via text message or anything that you may need in order to ask me questions every day. So that's normal business hours, which you'll get discussed if you do decide to join the program. And that's what I'm working on this year. That is a big goal of mine. I have started marketing for it, and it is my goal this year to grow my business 100% that I did last year. Because last year, I think I had 10 to 20 clients, really. So my goal this year is to double it and have 20 to 40 clients. Really, the end of the year goal would be to have more like 40 to 50. But that's just my own personal goals, which is what I did today. I set my goals. And one of the things that you would get if you go into the goal setting part with me is that when I set a goal and I set a year goal, let's say I set a year goal to help 50 people. That's great. But so by January, I have to help so many. By February, I have to help so many. By March, I have to help so many. Because if I just look at it as 100 people and it's January 1st, I'm like, I got 366 days this year because there's a leap year. I'm going to take my sweet old time, right? Well, I'm not going to get very far if I do that. So I have broken down my 10 goals for the year, and I have made goals for each quarter, and I have made goals for each month, and I plan on reading them and looking at them every single day to make myself jump forward in my plan and to help me to progress. And in our nutrition program, you will get that. So there is nutrition information, nutrition counseling, nutrition help. This isn't just a one-stop program where you're gonna sit down with me one time and I'm gonna give you a bunch of stuff to read, because let's face it, we're all human and we're not gonna take the time for that. I do adapt my schedule for your schedule. So let's say you work 9 to 5 and you need to have a different conversation outside of that. We talk about that. We work that in. I am a mother. I know you may be a mother or a father too, so I know everybody's busy, and I do take that all in consideration. It's not that if 60 minutes goes by and you've had 6 interruptions from your kids, I'm going to be like, okay, we have to hang up. If we didn't get enough information in, we do get that little window. So I want you to know that I'm a very flexible person for you and that I want to see you succeed. And I don't want you to just pick up someone else's random diet out there and go follow it, because I don't think that at the end of the year you're going to be just as gung-ho about that diet. But if you have something that is 100% catered to you, you're going to be like, I am so excited. Like, this is the life I want to live. This is how I want to eat. Now I know how to eat for me and my family. And you know what? My family is complex because my husband has 18 food allergies and my daughter is allergic to nuts, every kind of nut or whatever it is. But Leslie helps me combine all that together and help me make one major change for my entire family in just 2 to 3 months. So I hope that the passion that I have for this explodes and implores you to take a leap of faith and to reach out to me. I am Leslie Fiala Urbis. Like I said, I am on Facebook as Leslie Fiala Urbis. I am on Instagram at lurbis11. I have a page, a website. It's called fitfabnutrition.com. And I also have an email, Fiala, which is my old last name, Fiala, 11@gmail.com. And I would love to hear from you. Even if all we ever do is start beginning of conversations to see if this is something that's right for you, I want to help you and your family live healthfully without all the fad crap out there, okay? So if this is something that has made you excited and you want to learn more, like I said, reach out. I'm excited for my personal goals. If you check out my blog on my page, you will read all about my personal goals this year. And I can't wait to dive further with you. I hope you pay attention to my YouTube and to my Instagram because that's where this will go as well. And I will be doing a video each week based on what I am blogging about. So I hope you have a fabulous Thursday. Happy New Year. I'm excited. I'm revved up and I can't wait to work with you and your family. Have a great day.